Welcome back, Challenger. So you bested the man, the myth, the legend, Hercules. But are you itching to get back into the ring? Well, get ready to get taken to school by the master and the pupil of light and shadow. If you thought the massive mountain of hit points you had to whittle down prior was a tantamount task, you are in for some fun. Scathach is coming at you with her faithful dog in tow. The pointy Pupperino Ku will be coming at you with 307,000 hit points, while Sensei Shisho, the seductress of shadows, will be sitting pretty at 519,000. Now, clearly you will just bring a few AoE sabers and one big bad damage dealer and just pop all of your noble phantasms and make short work of this precarious pair. Wrong. Once you start the fight, you are going to be smacked with a 3-turn NP lock, meaning that the 3-bar NP gauge of Ku and the 4-bar NP gauge of Shisho are going to be nice and full by the time you get to hit them with any of your noble phantasms that you've built up. Not only that, but you know that Ku is going to cast his infamous 3-hit evade as soon as you are able to finally do some massive damage to him, so be ready for that. Seems pretty straightforward. Oh, by the way, their noble phantasms do have a chance to insta-kill you, even if you are rocking evade and invulnerability, so there's that too. But back to the point. Seems very straightforward, yeah? Wrong yet again. You are going to have to kill both of them on the same turn. And if you don't, well, the survivor will cast insta-death on your current frontline party on the following turn. But that's not all. After casting that insta-death, the survivor will also gain a massive buff to crit damage, defense, and have a chance of instant death on attack. Oof. So, seeing as you have 3 turns to set things up before your debuff comes off, it will be best to manage the NP charges via stuns, charms, and NP charge reduction. Bringing them down to even hit points prior to the NP block coming off will allow you to use AoE sabers to burn them down at the same time via NPs. Additionally, the NP seal is dispellable, meaning that you can bring servants with self-cleanse, or, well, you could bring Martha to remove the debuff from the whole party. You are going to want to bring some sabers here, and the more that can self-cleanse, the better. Both Mordred and Siegfried fit this bill. Slap a St. George on this team to make Shisho a dragon, and you have the recipe for some serious hurt there. Unfortunately, there are not too many sabers that come backing a sure hit to deal with Ku's evade, but since Ignore Invincibility ignores both invuln and evade well, you have Saber Shiki who can pop right through it with her mystic eyes. Sadly though, that's about it. If you want to dip outside of that pool, Drake, Da Vinci, Dante's, Assassins, Shiki, Emiya, and Scathach can all ignore invulnerability, as well as Li Xuan, but I would stick to sabers as you are going to want to bring these two down as fast as possible. There are not a ton of supports that add much here. Your typical Tamamo waiver will be great, pairing Saber Shiki up with an Attila and Tamamo would be a very powerful team for the arts, attack, and NP up along with Shiki's invulnerability pierce. As mentioned prior, St. George along with Sumanai and Mordred would be a powerful combo as well. Regardless, you will want to focus on Shisho, and once they're about even, open the NP floodgates and finish it up. But just as the pair falls, you're met with a chill in the arena. That's right, it's time for round 3, and the stage falls into Pandemonium. This one is just one battle, with Cursed Arm Hassan and 36 of his closest friends. Unlike the previous two, you can't skate by this challenge with just a strong friend support. The Hassans will range from 13 to 84,000 hit points, with the final Cursed Arm Hassan toting 121,000 hit points. On death, the Hassans will cast various effects on your team. Kill a Makuru the Quick, and not only will they reduce your defense, but your quick damage as well. Best Zaid the Base, defense and arts down. Topple Stranged Arm Gozuru, and you guessed it, defense and buster down. Periodically, you will run into a Cursed Arm Hassan, 100 Faces Hassan, and Hassan of Serenity. Upon slaying them, they will return the favor and cast death on the member who bested them. The final Cursed Arm Hassan will cast death on everyone. Now, this sounds worse than it actually is. If you bring servants that can remove buffs, you can negate this by removing their buff prior to killing them. This fight will be a war of attrition, and as such, it is heavily suggested to run a team with high sustain. Bust out your best buffers, debuffers, and healers because this is their time to shine. It's Ruru Breaker time. Media is going to be absolutely broken in this fight, with the ability to not only spam her NP, but removal of the target's buff makes her one of the best servants to kill those Hassans with the death buff. If you do not have one leveled, it is highly suggested to use your materials that you receive from the event to level 1 for this challenge. Amakusa can also work here as well, seeing as his ruler class would net him half damage, and he can generate NP and stars fairly quickly, and with an NP that also removes buffs while also being AoE, he is a great option if you have him. When it comes to damage, you can also use Ibaraki, seeing as her Noble Phantasm removes buffs as well, but since she is a berserker and this is going to be a long fight, the extra damage might not be worth it, and her ability to charge her NP is not the best. Now, when it comes to supports for this fight, you do have a lot of options to dust off. Media Lily, for one, best healer in the game hands down, with the ability to charge her Noble Phantasm on demand, remove buffs, and, well, pairing her up with her future self would just be a great pair. The Mikone Master Tamamo makes her return and would fit splendidly with the two Medias, providing arts buffs and P charge to the team, heals, and cooldown reduction will make her just a fantastic pick to round out this stall team. Mash can provide invulnerability, taunt, and defense buffs, but no buff cleanse or pure healing puts her pretty far behind these other two girls. Waver, while always good, is absolutely an option, but falls short of Media Lily and Tamamo in my opinion. You will want to equip your supports with NP gain CEs, and this would be a great time to use your Azure Magic Girls, Divine Banquet, and Prisma Cosmos CEs if you have them available. As the last Hassan falls into a puff of black smoke, you take a moment to catch your breath only to hear the flapping of wings, and over the sound of a dragon's roar, you hear Sumanai. However, this will be a tale for the next video. I would like to take this moment to thank Lord Ashura for his guide, which is linked down in the description below. And I would like to thank all of the Patreons that help make this channel possible. If you would like to join them, there is a link down in the description below. You can gain access to my scripts, behind the scenes stuff, as well as polls and access to a Patreon only monthly giveaway. However, if you would like to support the channel, you can just hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.